Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Wolf Point Podcast, your Shadowverse Podcast, where we cover the news, events, and our thoughts on them. I'm your host, Ignideus. With me, as always, is my beautiful co-host, Such Patonko, fellow Shadowverse streamer. Hello.
Hello, it's been a hot minute. Any dub faps lately, chat?
We did not record last week because I was busy. Well, I was half busy, and also I was really lazy these past 2 weeks, but we'll talk about that in a second.
And we forgot to remind him.
That's true. And also we have a second co-host, of course. It's the effervescent, actual, real-life Lord Kalen. Hello.
Hi.
I was lauded by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. The moment she died, she reached across the pond with this ray of light,
I think
guiding me.
There's more. There's more than a pond between England and Australia, I'm afraid.
When you said our co-host,
don't remind me. Don't remind me. I was banished from the Holy Land.
All right. So what have you guys been doing?
When you said our co-host, I was like, oh, you mean I right here?
Concierge.
Oh yeah, that's true. Of course, we're also recording in our guild hall with. Dude, you're smacking her in the head with your flag, bro. Come on. That's disrespectful. I'm I from Champions Battle. She's here. Yippee!
OMG, hi.
Okay.
She's from Champions Battle?
Yeah, she is from Champions. She's from Champions Battle.
Yeah, she's an anime. Yeah.
She's kind of in the
I suppose.
No, Mai is in the anime. I isn't in the anime.
Yeah.
I is a Champions Battle OC that made it into Shadowverse Worlds. Yeah. That's epic. Anyway.
But your Champions Battle OC doesn't make it into Worlds Beyond.
You don't have a Champions... Oh, you do have a Champions Battle OC. I forgot. Yeah. I haven't played
they're
game
in
in
Classic.
Yeah.
But we don't get good things.
Yeah, real.
We're Worlds Beyond.
Wow. All right, folks. What have you been up to the past 2 weeks? It's been a hot minute since I even chatted with y'all, let alone recorded a podcast.
I went through Portal 2 and got every achievement in that with a friend. It took about 8 hours across 8 days because that game can only take it in small bursts sometimes. And then in the past 2 days, Terraria 1.4.5 came out, so I've been playing that.
Dude, that Terraria update has pals from Pal World in it. Yippee!
Yep. I accidentally found one pretty damn quickly. I found a dragon egg underground, busted that open, mounted a dragon, and then I realized I was a furry.
Mounted a dragon?
Yeah.
Real, dude.
What is
it's this big long
anymore?
dragon thing. It looks weird. I can dash good.
Didn't Terraria, like 5 years ago, be like, this is our last update for Terraria?
No, it wasn't 5 years ago. It was 7. Try again.
And they just keep updating it anyway. That's pretty good.
They literally canceled Terraria 2.
Final update, part 3, second half.
Yeah.
0.8 and they have not
fragmentary passage.
Look, I don't think this is the last update. I never thought it would be. And for once, they're not calling it the last update, which is nice that they're no longer lying to us.
That's good.
Because this game could go on for another 10, 20 years.
Probably good.
It's one of the best games ever made for a reason.
And what have you been up to, Tonko, these past 2 weeks?
I've been doing everything I can to avoid playing Worlds Beyond.
Dude, the new patch is good, though. We'll talk about it, obviously, in this episode, but it's fun.
Yeah, but the patch since then before that was really bad. But so I've been doing a lot of grinding on Classic because I'm actually trying to reach Grandmaster this season. It is Dawnbreak Ignideus, which is a special expansion because it was my very first expansion of playing a Shadowverse. And I didn't really play much of it at the time because I joined at the tail end of Dawnbreak, and I'll just say I'm actually glad, in fact, that I didn't play Dawnbreak much, because I think if I did play more, I think Agroforce would have made me quit Shadowverse as a concept, and that would have changed the trajectory of my entire life.
Yeah, we would never have been friends.
Familiarize us with what Agroforest does?
It's literally just it's a spam out a bunch of fairies, Elsong brambles.
Yeah, real.
Oh, the brambles deck.
Oh, you have that 4-drop that gives you a fairy storms. You have the funny ambush lizard, and there's just no heals in that format, and your wards are either too late or not enough.
Amaterasu. Clearly, that'll out heal them.
Also, I said, like, you know, if I were to quit, change the trajectory of my life. Speaking of changing the trajectory of my life, I might be entering my Digimon era.
Oh no.
My Digimon TCG era, because I streamed it again. I only just recently got back into it a couple of months ago, but like I'm getting like super invested into it now. When the hell is Elysium supposed to come out? It's been forever.
Mako is brushing your hair. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for Elysian too. Like I made a post recently-ish about how I want to branch out a little bit to other card games, and the only ones that are appealing to me right now are Shadowverse and Hearthstone. So that's what
dire.
That's what I've been doing. I reinstalled Hearthstone and I had to reinstall it 3 times because the game wouldn't work properly. So then I had to delete the game and then also uninstall BattleNet and then delete all of evidence of BattleNet from my app data folder, and then I had to reinstall BattleNet and then reinstall Hearthstone again, and then it finally worked. I was like, what the hell?
I love Microsoft Blizzard.
The universe is trying its best to keep you away from Hearthstone.
Trying to keep me safe. I won't lie though, boys.
If I'd known he was trying, I would have stopped him. But I wasn't there to save you, Igni.
It's actually kind of fun. That's the fucked up part. But, you know.
A few years ago, I tried to go back to HS, and I wanted to play Beast Hunter, and all of the Beast cards from Beast Hunter weren't even playable in Wild. They had been errated into completely different cards. I just turned it off.
It's actually funny because I've dabbled in pretty much like almost every TCG at this point, except I've literally never ever touched Hearthstone.
Maybe
not once in my life.
Maybe when I stream it, you can tune in and see what's up. Dude, I'll tell you what now though. I logged back into Hearthstone, yeah, and it literally it gave me like over 200 cards for free just for logging back in.
They're trying to buddy you up.
Crazy, bro. They gave me 150 cards just for logging in, and then just gave me a bunch of free shit on top of that, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Worlds Beyond could do that if they just made it so those pre-built decks you get each expansion are just always there.
Yeah, they could. But will they?
No.
Yeah. Anyway, also, I'm not gonna lie, I've been really lazy the past 2 weeks or so. I went to the I got invited as a guest to a diplomatic event for Cyprus where the Cypriot ambassador invited me to go to a classical piano concert celebrating the Cypriot presidency of the European Union, or of the Council of the European Union. So that was pretty cool.
Igni, be honest with us for a second. Have you been to the island? Were you on the island? Cyprus, that is.
Hey. I don't like it when you say the island like that.
You know, technically all 3 of us live on a island.
That's true.
Yes.
That's beautiful in a way. Wait, what? What's the implication there, Tonko?
Cool Cyprus fact. Their flag has their country on it.
What are you saying? Anyway,
all countries?
I'm just gonna ignore what Tonko just said. Yeah, so that was a pretty fun event. People have been asking me how I got invited to such a thing, which is pretty funny. Anyway, and then after that, I went to Singapore this past weekend to compete in BCS, and that did not go well. Let me tell you that much. That was bad.
I don't know what happened at BCS. You just tweet that you were really excited. You sat down to play, and then what'd you tweet?
Here's the thing,
Caleb.
Dragon is really bad in this current format, and I only play Dragon in Evolve because it's the best way to save money is just to pick a class and one trinket in a physical card game. So I only play Dragon, and it's really terrible, and it only gets good next set. So unlucky for me, the tournament I played was right before Dragon got good. So it is.
It's gonna have its time, but it is not that time. I actually have no idea
what people were saying about Dragon in this expansion.
And what else? And then that's it. Other than that, I've just been lazing around, being a freaking chud. Doing nothing.
Today, I was not lazy. I got a haircut. I went to the doctors. I went to the dentist.
I'm proud of you.
Shopping. I tried takoyaki for the first time today, and I was mentally disturbed by the whole octopus inside the bowl. So that kind of turned me off from eating it.
Takoyaki is also really gooey. So
yes, very gooey. It's definitely the word I'd use for
it. If you're not prepared for it, the texture can catch you off guard. Anyway,
Yeah,
also
I've got
I
some
did.
more. I'm gonna cook them.
I was also doing my taxes and my insurance premiums. This is a funny story. I didn't have time in Singapore to go to my insurance lady, so my insurance lady came to me at the event. Like we did my insurance outside of the VCS tournament venue, like literally outside the room. That was pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, I guess that's it for the wholesome, friendly catch up. Are you ready to get into the news, boys?
There's news?
Well, first of all, Battlefest happened, and
What?
we didn't
did?
talk about this last week because we weren't doing an episode, but congratulations to Team Fern. You win. I see that you're decked out in the Team Fern colors, too.
I
I
am
cannot believe it was a landslide.
surprised. It was
Actually, I don't
wasn't a
remember
landslide,
off the
it's
top of my head. Yeah, like it
Freeman
wasn't
was
a
actually
landslide, but,
surprisingly
like,
close, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
'cause,
the distinction
fu-
in this one. You go, Patty. You go.
yeah. The primary reason, technically, Freeman and Fern are about even in terms of popularity, just widely speaking. But Fern just had the advantage simply because she had the better altar.
Oh, yeah.
You can't really say no to Witch's Brew alt.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind
Fern
of
won
an
for the
unfortunate...
Shadowverse reason, not the Freyren reason.
Hmm.
She won because her alt art was better.
Yeah.
Stark never stood a chance.
No, I was
the
just gonna say,
distinction-
yeah, because
The distinction in this Battlefest was that the frontrunner in both of the rounds won. Previously, it had been the popularity, like the most popular one, didn't win the round 2. They actually came second or lost round 2. This time, Team Fern, the delegate stage, they locked in and destroyed Team Stark. It was kind of crazy watching Team Stark just fall behind in every win because they were all playing Dragon, and Dragon's fake.
Whoa, I wouldn't go that far, bro. The agenda continues in Lord Kalen. I will also say,
I mean, it has kind of fallen off.
I will
know.
just also say regarding that, like, I think it's really bad, I guess, that they, made Freeren's a basic card. They made Fern's a token that's generated or going to be generated throughout the course of the game. And then they made Stark's a card from the current set that, speculation is it'll rotate out. Like, of course, nobody wants that one. That one has the least value long term, right? So
Yeah, they really did Stark dirty, which is a
Yeah.
shame because season 2 just started and it had first episode was a pretty good episode for Stark.
I wouldn't know. Anyway, so yeah, pretty cool. We got all the cosmetics, and again, to clarify, Battlefest this time around, they have the improvements from second Battlefest, but also the actual real good rewards from first Battlefest. So they fixed it. They made Battlefest good. I think the only thing I can complain about with Battlefest now is that I wish there was a little more team spirit like it was in the first Battlefest, but also I don't know how you would do that without actually putting something on the line. So, whatever, I guess. All right.
It's balanced as it is now, but it's a lot less fun than the first one.
Because the first one
But
felt
the
like there was
first one-
actual stakes, But
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
first one also permanently damaged the Shadowverse brand.
100%. That's why I'm like of two minds about it. Anyway, first bit of actual news other than Battlefest. We got the oh, whoops. I accidentally displayed the wrong doc. At least I didn't
Oh.
dox myself, but it
Oh.
but it displayed the Google Docky instead of the
Voldemort
thing.
moment.
Google Docky exposed.
Don't worry, the Google Docky this time, it's simply just a list of topics of the podcast and not anything else. We're
No
good.
links, just a list.
Hey, we're not talking about that today. All right, memorable moments giveaway. So this was happening until, the end of the free running collab, which was on the 25th, so a couple days ago. You could enter to get 10 Blossoming Pack tickets if you tweeted on X.
Can I just bring this up?
What?
The giveaway ended at the same time as the collab, so if you won, you couldn't spend those packs on getting Freyren.
Yeah, that's true. You get the packs for the main banner and not the free. I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious. That seems poorly thought out.
Common Shadowverse rules beyond dub.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
The whole collab should have been 2 months,
Yeah, I don't
and everyone
disagree.
knows it.
There was also the where is it? Aha! the Sein, Emblem, and card sleeve giveaway, where you get the art for Awakening Spell, emblem and card sleeves. We all got that because their tweet hit 10,000 likes. So, yippee!
It only took them like an hour to get the 10k likes as well.
Is that a character that people like or care about?
Saying
the
it's chill.
goatee priest he's good.
Okay.
He's pretty chill. People like him, but he only shows up for a couple episodes.
No,
While we're at it, while we're on the matter of reaching milestone thing, we finally saved Hemo by the end.
Yeah, we
did.
Well, I mean, when Battlefest happened, it was beyond a shadow of a doubt. Like,
it was really funny.
It had the strange interaction. Go, Petty.
It was really funny though that because we reached the milestone during the middle of Battlefest, you couldn't actually interact or redeem your prizes during the Battlefest because they didn't mean to have the statue out for the Battlefest because they had all the holograms of the teams in the center. So you had to wait until after. I had so many people asking me that's like, how do I redeem rewards? What happened to rewards? Did I miss it? It's like, no, it's just the game's funny.
Yeah,
the game's just being silly.
It's pretty silly. I feel like they should have factored that in the first place and just had it run through Battlefest anyway. Because it was like such a landslide like after Battlefest happened because everyone is playing table games, obviously. So a bit weird there. So
well, we need to get 4.5 million. It was. We got 3 million up until Battlefest, and then Battlefest was 3 million.
Yeah, pretty good. That makes sense to me. All right, next up we have the balance patch. I think to some people's chagrin, only one card got buffed, and that's Aria. Her super evolve is now an evolve effect, and also yeah, and that's literally it. Except in Take Two, also Haven went from 5 redraws to 7 redraws. Yippee! And that's it.
Dude, do you realize how big turning into a regular evolve is? Now you can use Aria exactly one turn sooner sometimes.
Oh,
that's
every
crazy.
time, right? Because if you're going second, you just coin it. So
yeah, but it's also just redundant in all the games. But like, I mean,
I've been playing some Tempo Forest since this buff, and I will say Aria is the card you need in your opening hand because if you don't have it in the late game, your deck doesn't do anything. But
does number 1 Forest player in the world, Nero, even run Aria?
Before this patch, the highest CR with Forest was just pure Roach. So no, but maybe
it was like the one guy that was playing Fairy without Roach though. He was playing this raw tempo, wasn't he?
I was playing it earlier, like the other day, just to test out the buff, and I will say Aria buff is nice, but it really doesn't feel that crazy. The only thing is that it's the same as if you're playing pure tempo. It's the same. If you don't get Aria in the game, your deck doesn't do anything in the late game and you just die. It's just that now you have a little.
It brings the card in line with other Forest Craft cards that can just summon 3 fairies on evolve as well. It's just okay. Yeah, you buffed her, but why didn't you buff like 10 other legendaries that also need assistance and nerf 10 other cards that need nails?
Well, I mean, I definitely think that it's a controversial update, given that it only hit one thing. I know that they said that like, hey, we were gonna prioritize buffs instead of nerfs and all that stuff, but I think when there are several cards that, you know, even if you're like disregarding power level, right? Like that are just straight up coin tosses and should die. I think Ulawan cannot exist the way it is if this game wants to have any competitive integrity.
Me being Photograph guy, I would be totally fine with Imari transform spell, just getting taken out back and all. And also even with the way that they do buffs, you would think that. Bro, you've done what, like 3 separate buffs, 3 separate buff patches for Forest Craft at this point, and it still stayed bad every single time. You think they would at least try to be a little bit more aggressive with Forest Craft buffs at this point if you're going to be buffing at all? Like say when they buffed Portal Craft in set 2, they buffed 3 whole cards, and at the time, at the time it was like like when it got buffed within that format, it was like, the deck is still just kind of okay. But as we know, when the next expansion or so probably got really, really, really good from then onwards.
Well, I think the Forest buff is, it feels a little unimpactful, sure, but I feel like Roach was already doing pretty okay. I think the class that needed the most help was actually Abyss. I don't know why it's so bad. We gotta help them out. They're not doing well.
Also for Aria, it will be really, really funny if rumors are true. We do get rotation, which implies that possibly Aria could just rotate out next set anyway.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be next set.
So there would be 1 month of a fairy buff, which sounds really dumb, which it is, but also totally on brand who play Classic. There were so many times where side games would buff a deck right before rotation. Like they buffed Anea and made Machina Shadow good for like a month or so.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, can I just give the full context here for people who are new to the game or didn't play Classic? The rumors are that they're gonna implement rotation the same way. And there has been some asset mined, I guess, of like the rotation icon with 5 sets. So the way that works is that only the most recent 5 sets would be legal. And that means that if there is rotation, Legends Rise would rotate out. And so the Aria would not be relevant in the main competitive format of the game anymore. Okay, continue.
With Shadowverse Classic, the first rotation cut the base set and the first card pack Darkness Evolved. So it wouldn't be next card set. It would be the one after. But that's if we're getting rotation, and if we're so lucky we don't.
Well, we'll see. We'll see, but who knows? Like I said, it was just a leaked asset. Tons of stuff is left in data that never gets used. So maybe not. Who can say?
They were also incredibly low quality assets, not the kind they'd actually put as placed in the game.
Yeah,
like
the
placeholder,
lower
likely,
quality than. Yeah.
Okay. All right. One cool thing they're doing in this new patch, though, except for the main topic, which is going to be Dungeon Crawl, which is the best thing ever. Another cool thing that they've done is that they're doing a new Set Prerelease Campaign. So you can get new tickets of the next set by engaging with all the other game systems, which is pretty neat. So in the Dungeon Crawl, you get 5 new pack tickets. In the Battle Pass, you can get up to 5 tickets as well from the Premium Pass and the Normal Pass. And then from doing the Grand Prix that's coming up, you also get new pack tickets just from doing that, which is pretty cool. And you also get the, of course, obviously, Grandmaster as usual. And then Take 2 gets you pack tickets as well. And then the Master Ranking Rewards pack tickets too. So, I mean, some of these were already existing, like the rank up rewards and stuff. But like the fact that they're integrating new pack tickets into some of the other events is pretty neat. And maybe Copium, if there is rotation, this gives some credence to the idea that potentially the next set is going to be a double sizer like Legends Rise was, to make up for a double size set like Legends Rise rotating out. What do you think about that?
I really hope they don't do that. That sounds like the worst of both worlds. Oh, but I will say a upcoming card pack is worth far more than a current card pack, but it's still worth less than just rupees.
Yeah, and they even had like a little sorry, let me just show this. They even had like a little graphic for it, so that you can get new packs just from doing this. They even wrote guild here. I guess leveling up your guild does give you some packs as usual, but like the Dungeon Crawl thing is new, which is pretty neat. So I don't hate it.
In my day in Classic, you were able to get pre-release packs, collect tickets early on in the last month of expansion back in Classic as well too. I'm so glad that they're doing this again. I'm glad that they're giving away. You can earn next packs and not like selling pre-release. I'm glad we're never gonna do that again. Unless,
pre-release, that's true. Do you guys remember when they sold pre-orders?
Packs, yeah. That's
and then the whole meta got solved before the set fully came out.
Yeah, that was Hearthstone leading the charge on bad monetization, and Shadowverse thinking they needed to copy it.
Yeah, that's true. Is there somebody who's photobombing us right now in the guild hall?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next up.
More flags, more fun.
That's true. Next up on the news, we got the Battle Pass Season 8, which is currently out, boys. Got an alt art for Grace of the Swarm Petal, which is really nice. And the leader is Sophina, which is amazing. I love this. Really appreciate them putting actual likable characters that people love in the Battle Pass and not just a bunch of jobbers. This and Zeta from the previous expansion too. Like the Battle Pass, it's always worth it. I am genuinely so good.
I endorse the Battle Pass.
Once again, I'll reiterate my theory is that they intentionally put like a super duper hype desired waifu leader for the second month because they know people want to drop off in the second month. So they make sure you stick around and play.
Yeah, but is that a bad thing? I think that's fine.
No, yeah, that's
Everybody
what
wins.
they should be doing. That just makes sense.
Sofina also has a personality. Like, she hates being evolved. It makes her angry.
Yeah.
And I really hope that's expressed in her leader animations.
Yeah,
Remember?
I haven't unlocked it yet.
We're not going to get the Holy Saber level of once you've evolved, she takes off the mask. In Sofina's case, it would be
hope, bro.
once you've evolved, she puts on the mask.
Mhm.
But that would be cool. That would be cool.
Anyway, I like it. Good battle pass. Even the alt art's good. I like it. Good stuff. That's pretty much all we have to say about it. It's funny when there's actually news that we like. We don't dwell on it. Right.
We only like being mad and sad, negative.
That's right.
Oh, speaking of being mad and sad, I have to spend money on this now.
Yeah, true. You do. I mean, you even play Haven? Who cares?
No, I'm talking about the bundles. The
Oh,
5-pack bundles.
that's right. Okay. Putting the cart ahead of the horse here. Let me go ahead and move on to the next topic because, of course, as Tanko mentioned, there are 5 times only Blossoming Fate bundles. You can buy them for 5,000 crystals total. Each one gives you another thing. And, of course, the cosmetic is Imari with the over-the-shoulder look.
Those bare shoulders? Jeez.
God
damn. Calm down.
What are you going to give us next? Ankle? Come on.
Why do they have to keep giving me more things to spend money on? I don't want to give this game more money.
Kaylin, the bundle can be animated, right? The sleeve?
Yes, it can.
Yep.
And if you spend an extra 2,000 on top of getting the sleeves, you even get 1/3 of an animated sleeve.
I ain't doing that.
Gem.
I ain't doing that.
I already bought all 5.
But I
so.
mean, I am Protocraft guy, but I basically accepted that I can't afford to be the Protocraft collector anymore. That's just, it's just beyond my scope.
Tonko, you gotta. This is
point.
So real, and I've been saying this for weeks. You gotta open YouTube memberships, bro. I don't know why you're taking so long.
Real. I'm like 8 years into YouTube. You know, it was my 8th anniversary today.
What the hell? Happy anniversary!
It was recording.
Maybe for your 8th anniversary, you should open YouTube memberships. How do you feel about that?
True. Real.
And then then you can finally go back to collecting Portal Craft stuff. Would be nice. Would be nice. Yeah.
So anyway, as visually pleasing as Imari's back is, I was kind of hoping it was going to be the Hanafuda card art that they use for the spell. One-up inside spell. Turning those into sleeves would have gone so hard. And also,
how'd you animate it, though?
Imari's sleeves. Yeah. We got Imari's sleeves in the battle dungeon as well. Anyway, they can't be animated, but I do like that one better. I like the fighting pose Imari better, the versus art, because she's very fluffy. Her hair is way fluffier in that one.
There's also, when you get the Imari leader from an exchange ticket, you get sleeves that can also be animated. So Imari has like 2 foilable sleeves.
Yeah.
There's so many different Imari sleeves. I don't have to go that hard.
They knew they hit it out of the park.
You're saying that, but I think, Tonko, you're saying that just to be like, I don't need it, like the SpongeBob meme of I don't need it. I don't need it.
You know who doesn't have nearly enough art?
What?
Yubei. Yeah.
She got a fully animated, bro. Just spend money.
Yubei's artist did make some more work of him and put that out on Twitter with a bunch of disclaimers that this is not official art.
Yeah, I love it when a character designer just likes their own commission so much that they make their own fan art of their own commission.
Hell yeah.
Shows you that they love it. It's for the love of the game. All right.
No,
next.
I don't want to spend money. I'd rather spend that money on Digimon or One Piece instead. But I gotta get more crystals to get the battle pass anyway.
You gotta wait for what's it called? You gotta wait for Alicia, and then we can spend money on that. Yippee!
I can spend money on that instead.
When is that coming out?
Who can say?
Great question. All right, next up, we also got a bunch of other patch notes alongside all the other stuff we said. They put the collab dungeon puzzles into guided puzzles, but removed the first clear rewards. That's interesting. What's that about?
Well, they just made them there for fun.
I think it's Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's just there to archive the puzzles.
The
I mean,
first
I like the
rewards
fact that they put the
were
puzzles in.
Grimoire.
So, yeah.
They weren't rupees or
That's neat.
anything. They were just Grimoire
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the collab dungeon.
But it's nice that they saved the puzzles. It's like, otherwise it would just be wasted work, So there you go.
Yeah, it's for
But my
posterity.
question is, I haven't checked. When you play these puzzles, are they still themed around Freyrin, or do they drop all the alt arts?
I wonder. I haven't checked either.
I'm gonna have a check.
Go do it, and then we'll keep going while you go check. Next up, this is exciting. They added large posters that you can put in the room and the guild lounge, and you can obtain these large posters from future events. A new type of drip for our guild lounge. Let's go. Yippee!
Did they give any large posters yet?
No, I don't
already?
think so.
I don't believe so.
Yeah. Next
I'm
up,
gonna check my room.
free chat adjustment. Local chat now shows up to 100 messages from the last 24 hours until you go back to the title screen. Each lobby's area chat will be saved and displayed indefinitely. All right, so don't say anything too crazy now. Adjustment to the battle table animation. When standing up from the battle table, you will now face your opponent while you're standing up. Such a minor change, but I actually love that. That makes Park feel better, even though it doesn't matter at all. And I kind of love that. That's good. Good stuff.
They did,
yeah.
in fact, cut the Freyrin cosmetics from the puzzles.
Nice. And then also,
Dude.
yeah.
So the big poster is the TV in your room, and
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't know when we got these. If we all got these, I guess we did. The commemorative Drite sim, they got the Orcus, so the WGP art, dude.
Cool. Right. So there is large posters. That's epic. I do appreciate all of these like seemingly minor changes to Park, but they make it feel better. It means that they value the Park experience, and so do I. So there you go. Pretty cool. And they also adjusted some of the lobby theme types, which is obvious. They took out the free run discussion themes or whatever. But those theme lobbies kind of suck anyway. Nobody uses them. So.
God, that Drite sim is insane. Anyway, I'm
And
coming
they
back.
fixed some. They fixed
why
some.
is that there?
They fixed some issues. Some minor bugs, and that's pretty much it. Pretty cool. So I do appreciate it. It's good. Good patch notes. Wish they would have done more buffs, but whatever. It is what it is. Next up, folks, it's Kaylin's favorite segment, the esports corner.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Blue Archive discussion.
You don't even
Just
play
resave that
Blue
to the end.
Archive. Why are you
I
LARPing as a
know.
Blue Archive player?
I'm not an archivist, fake fan.
Yeah, anyway.
tourist.
Well, this is exciting. They announced the 2026 tournament schedule, and this is important news for me because it also means the dates for my gigs potentially. So you gotta look through
Whoa.
this. We're announcing the tournament roadmap for 2026. Check out the scheduled dates and locations below. So this is open to international, so anybody can play these. Online championship in February. That's really, really soon, by the way. February 7 and 8. So you can play that. And day 2 is and finals is on February 15th. Next up is Rage. This is open to international, but you do have to go to Japan to play this one. And it's inconvenient if you're not actually Japanese or living in Japan long term because the preliminaries are in Chiba and then the finals are in Tokyo. So if you're traveling there for this, not only will you have to be there for more than 2 weeks, you'll also have to go inner city for it. So, it's international, but only if you're really dedicated to it. And then another online championship in May, and then another Rage in July. But this is also, again, prelims in Osaka, finals in Tokyo. So you gotta lock in for that. Both in terms of your time and your finances, I suppose. This one's also like literally, it's like, wow, it's literally like a month between the prelims and the finals too. So it's literally only people in Japan who are there for more than a month, or you go make 2 trips. That's tough. And then this is the super exciting one. It's a new type of tournament called the International, which is taking place in Singapore, and I'll hopefully be there. So that's exciting. Tanko, are you gonna compete in the International?
Well, I could barely afford to go outside my house, let alone travel.
Kaylin, come meet me in the International, bro. Come on.
Come to Brazil.
He's not doing it. And then there's
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna say there's a 0% chance.
Ooh, and then there's
Singapore's
also
not that far away.
It's not that far away. I'm saying and you can compete. I'm pretty sure it's open. So, also there's the Shadowverse Japan Championship. Again for Rage, that's in October. That's going to be, once again, prelims in Chiba, grand finals in Tokyo. They're really making it difficult for people who are not staying in Japan long term to do it, unless you make 2 trips, I guess. And then Shadowverse Online Championship in November. Again, that's online. Anybody can join that. That's in November. That's pretty fun. And then for Japan only, there's the extra championship. So that's Miyagi, Aichi, Osaka, Kanagawa, Fukuoka, Osaka, and Tokyo. The Osaka and Tokyo ones are, and the last ones are wildcard qualifiers. We don't know what that is yet, but the extra championships are just like in-person events that you can do, and it's meant to be like a regional thing, which is pretty interesting. So the first one's going to be in Miyagi pretty soon, just like in a month from now. And then overseas tournaments, this is the super important one for us. AMEU and SEAO are once again split into 2 regions, which I think people are really thankful for, because last time they would have to like just stay up in horrible time zones. So now you just do the one that applies to you. Season 1 and Season 2 both taking place in April and August. And then there's also the Taiwan Open in April and August, and then the Korea Open in April and October. And then the International Wildcard, which is going to be online in November. So lots of ways to compete. Wildcard qualifiers, this is the details for that, where the Japan one is only for people in Japan, and the international one is for the other 3 regions. And excluding NetEase, I suppose. And then here we also have the details of the International Championship. You come to Singapore, you can qualify for World Grand Prix Day 1, you can qualify for Online Championship November Day 2, and you get 30,000 USD if you win. So it's not nothing. It's genuinely a good prize pool.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, so pretty fun. Just come. I encourage everybody to come, sign up. Even if you are not confident, it's still a fun experience. Even if you like wash out in Swiss or whatever, you still get to meet people and hang out and play Shadowverse and explore Singapore. So that's fun. Good stuff. No downside except for the fact that it costs you money to travel. So there you go.
The fact that we're even getting IRL events again for international, for global is like nice. That's neat.
It's really
been
nice.
a while.
I'm a big fan. So good stuff. Another great decision. Another thing that they are doing for the online is that they recently held a beta test tournament to make sure the system works, because they recently expanded the abilities of the Shadowverse Navigator app. And now they're having the real one for, as you saw in the previous graphic, the online championship for February is really, really soon. So you actually can register now. Registration is until February 3rd, so you only got a few more days after the recording of this video. And the announcement for the people who won the lottery will come on the day after. So, these events, there's literally thousands of people that enter. So they can't admit everyone. So it is a random draw. But if you are interested, I would recommend that you just apply anyway. And then, the champion for this gets 5 million yen. They get qualified to day 1 of World Grand Prix. They get qualification to day 2 of Rage as well. So pretty sick. And even second place gets a huge chunk of change too, 2 million, and also a qualification to World Grand Prix. Third place getting 500, fifth place 200. You go to second round of finals, you get 70,000. Even just advancing to finals itself, you already get 35,000 yen, which is not nothing. So pretty cool. There you go. And I think they also announced the merch and stuff for this. Let me see. I believe they did. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, no, this is the extra championship. That's different. Okay, never mind. Online championship, you don't get anything. Well, except for, the prizes here. But, it's pretty good. And then we also have the extra championship, which is also happening in in February. Wow. What happened to me there? Late February. And they did announce the physical prize for this. It's an Imari over-the-shoulder mat. So there you go.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Are you guys on my screen share right now? You can see it right now.
Oh, yep, sure is. Look at the little buddies.
Oh, it's the backless Imari.
It's the backless Imari on a full rubber mat. So that's pretty cool.
They're really shooting the hell out of Imari, and I'm not complaining. Well, I'm complaining because I'm poor, but yeah.
I mean, it's a little thing you can get if you go to the extra championship. But a reminder, this is a Japan-only regional event in Miyagi. So, it is what it is. But hey, maybe when I'm in Japan later,
Mr. Miyagi is.
I'm going to Japan later this year, so maybe I'll find it in a card shop somewhere. Pretty cool.
Buy it for Petty. Send it to him.
Why would I do that?
Ship it to Antarctica. Because you love him.
Celebrate his 8th YouTube anniversary by giving him this anniversary. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Celebrate him turning on memberships next year.
Yeah, it's about damn time. Anyway, I really have nothing to complain about on that esports thing. I think they did a good job with that schedule. So I think the only thing that people are a bit upset about is that SVO only starts in April, but the opens, I mean, the onlines are open to international people anyway, so you can just compete in that. So it's genuinely fine, IMO. So there you go.
I am not good enough at the game.
I mean, I would.
You could argue
it's fun to play anyway, even if you're not good. To be fair,
you could argue it maybe is a good thing for SVO to start in April because you can totally miss this format if you don't like it.
Wow. He said it again, folks. He's done it again. All right,
Can't
next,
keep getting away with it.
Main topic. It's the best thing that Shadowverse has added since launch. It's the dungeon crawl, baby. Have you guys played this at all?
Yeah, I
Nope.
managed to get in like 3 runs. I did lose 2 of them because it's actually not easy.
It's good though. It's so fun. So to give some context, dungeon crawl. Right now, it's a currently just for this month until the launch of the next set. So it's an event, not a new mode. But it's good enough to be expanded into its own mode, IMO. It's really fun. What it is, it's a roguelike PvE. Like, you get boons after every game that affect the way that you play, and the opponents also get a boon, and the opponents are really quite difficult if you're not prepared for it. The easiest deck to win with IMO is Evolve Dragon because you heal 5 quadrillion and they can't do anything. But other than that, it's like really, really fun. And it's a sort of evolution of the chain battle event that was in Shadowverse Classic. They ran that during, what did they do it? They do it during Miku collab and during Spy Family collab, right? And that's it?
That sounds right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they did do it specifically 2 times, and yeah, I was ashamed that they didn't do more of it or they didn't expand upon it because Chain Battle is one of my favorite things they've ever done in Classic,
100%.
and I'm so glad to see it return. I've been too busy not playing the game to try it out yet.
you gotta stream this, Tonko. It's so much fun. You would love it.
Obviously, I'm going to be streaming it when I can. But yeah,
It's so good, and the boons are really interesting. The only thing that I don't like about it is that there aren't that many enemies. There's 1, 2, 3, right? Like
There's
3 enemies and 2 bosses, right? That's it. So
no, there's more than 3.
4.
There's 2 bosses, but I want to say there's like at least 6 actual.
No, that's not
enemies.
correct. Every single run, you get the same jobbers. It's only the boss that changes.
Oh,
yeah, that was kind of the issue with Chain Battle in Classic too, where it had a lot of really fun boons to work with, just not enough enemy variety.
But I think the number you got is right there, Kaylin. It is 6 because there's the lower difficulty one and the higher difficulty one. So for this one, Tonko, each stage you get to pick. You either play the normal enemy or the Odyssey enemy, which is a higher difficulty one that's way more aggressive. And beating the Odyssey one gives you a better boon at the end as well. So that's really fun.
yeah, like a legendary one.
Yeah.
You can get the legendary boons off the weaker opponents, but you get less score, and it's about getting that high score.
Yes. So I'll just read through. I'm getting too excited. Let's read through the page. So, yep, it's until card set 6, and then whenever the match is over, you restore by 3, but your health other than that is persistent. So if you lose a lot of health in the first round, you're screwed for the second round. So you got to be careful. 2 routes you can either pick. Okay, so the excursion mode is just the tutorial basically, so you never play that after the first time you do it. And then the expedition mode is the actual mode where you fight the 4 computer opponents, so the 3 jobbers, and then the boss is either Imari or Unke randomly. Imari is significantly harder than Unke. Because Imari gets the Imari package, and Unke gets the loot package or the coin package. So yeah, I think the Imari one is significantly harder, but it is what it is. And you can actually challenge the Odyssey foes, which are the harder versions of the enemies, like I said, for a higher score and guaranteeing rare boons. There is a leaderboard of like people's highest scores in the world for this, but it doesn't affect anything. It's just for bragging rights, which I'm kind of down with.
Yeah.
Okay. You can have up to 4 boons at a time, but that's only kind of true, right? Because you also get the UD campfire boon, which is also a thing you can get. So that's fun.
UD's helping.
Yeah. So you get a boon before your first match, and then before every other match you get a boon, and then after your second opponent, UD comes in and she's like, "Let me cook you a home cooked meal." She literally says this, Tonko, by the way. She literally says this. She says, "Let me give you a home cooked meal that I made myself." And then you get to either, and her meals are always the same. So it's either if your opponent is on 15 or more defense, deal 1 damage to your opponent at the end of your turn. If you are on 15 or less defense at the end of your turn, heal 1. Or if you have less than 3 cards in hand, or you have 3 or less cards in hand, draw a card at the end of your turn.
That's her heart. She only knows how to cook 3 different meals.
Dude, she only knows how to cook 2 different meals because the one that draws you a card is labeled UD supplement or something. She's just giving you an energy bar. That's the worst one, bro.
She just gives you a snack.
Yeah. So pretty cool. And then here's a thing that a lot of people didn't pick up on, is that even though this dungeon crawl is only lasting until February, it's actually going to change every single week because they're splitting it into seasons, and each season there's going to be a different modifier. So this first week, no modifier. Then next week, Forest, Sword, and Rune will have boosted odds for legendary boons. Then the week after, Dragon, Abyss, Haven, and Portal will have boosted odds for legendary boons. And then the week after that, everyone gets boosted odds for legendary boons. So even within just this 1 month period, it's going to change week to week. That's so cool.
That's going to make it harder to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to wait for season 3 to play Portal. No.
It's so cool. I really like that. And then obviously you can do a score.
I don't think that
really
means new content though, does it? I think it just means like you have higher rates.
Yeah, but it like encourages you to play the other classes that you weren't playing to get the better.
Yeah, it encourages you to experiment. That's nice.
And also, true, it's not that much of a change, but like the fact that they're willing to split even just this 1 month event up, mixing it up every week, I think that's a good precedent because if they ever rerun this event again, they might do something similar. So that's cool. And then also there's dungeon crawl missions. The missions, you honestly, there's not that many missions. You just you play it and then it's just like win a boss, do a run. But each battle also gives you coins, so that's how you earn most of the coins. And then you also get season missions at the start of each one, which you know that's also a thing. And then the dungeon shop this time, we mentioned this a bit earlier, but you get the Unkei and Imari sleeve and emblem for their versus art, which is pretty cool. You also get tickets for the next card pack, Sears Globe Shards, Apprentice Globe, Vials, and Rupees. So genuinely amazing free-to-play event that gives you tons of stuff for your account and is just the best thing ever. I mean, I think our last episode was very negative, but I genuinely have nothing but positive things to say about this. This is
as far
incredible.
As I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, every Evolve Point episode is negative. In fact, it's actually suspicious how positive we've been this episode. It makes me feel icky.
This mode is...
I love Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. I love Shadowverse Park. This is my favorite game. This is my game of the year 2025. And it's not even close with the other games that came out that year.
This dungeon crawl is so fucking good, okay? Tonko, you gotta play it and you'll understand why I'm glazing it so much. Okay, it's genuinely
I know.
So fun.
I know because Change Battle was like really hype in Classic, so seeing that come back. I mean, you can go ahead and spoil because I'm sleepy. I'm not going to retain this, but I mean, what have been your guys' favorite experiences so far?
I played Forest and Dragon, and let me tell you, the Dragon boons are way better than the Forest boons. There's a Forest boon that's combo 5 summon gently, kindly treant. Who cares? And then the Dragon boon is like, get Dragon Sein on turn 1 and reduce its cost to 2. You get Dragon Oracle.
It's just Dragon Oracle!
There's another Dragon boon that's like, when you evolve for the first time in your match, gain a play point. That's another crazy one. There's one that's whenever you evolve, or once per turn when you evolve, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers, and you also start the game with a 0-cost White Frost Whisper.
My favorite moment in the battle dungeon was against my final boss, Imari. I hit turn 8, and Resplendent Phoenix dropped the cost of my entire deck by half. I top decked a 2 play point Geteno, drew 4 cards and drew lethal. Not 4, 8 cards and drew lethal.
We actually see that on the page here. There's a boon for Fenny, Tonko, which says at the end of your turn, if you have 8 play points, halve the cost of cards in your deck.
Just do it.
It's just Fenny without having to play Fenny, yeah.
Or you can play her alongside Fenny, yeah.
And there's another one that's if you're at 10 play points, summon Ernst.
You just you don't even have to you just summon it directly.
Yeah, you either heal for 8 and win, or you deal like 9 and win.
The forest ones are less flashy, but there are good ones. I mean, there's some really bad ones in the forest ones too, but there's also whenever you evolve any follower, all of your pixies get +1 attack. That's really good, obviously, if you're playing tempo. There's one that's like just a permanent Lambent Cairn. Whenever you combo 3 in its turn, you get a free the Deepwood Memories. So that's good for Roach and stuff like that. And then also I didn't play, but I saw other people playing some other classes. And there's one for Abyss that just activates Shamnaha mode at the start of your game. So you don't even have to do any of the freaking work.
That one seems broke.
Pretty
because
cool.
You can also Shamnaha.
There's so many boons too. And like, if you beat one of the poopy bosses that isn't the Odyssey boss, they give you some dog shit boons, bro. They're like neutral boons. I got like a dark side boon and like some other stuff, and they're so bad.
I want to do a scuffed run with only the bad boons. That sounds funny.
That sounds fun, right? And then there's also the legendary boons are the ones that like are shiny and like they have like a gleam over them, and they tend to be stronger, but some of them are still pretty jobby. Like there's a Garyu boon that says when you super evolve, randomly summon either silver or golden. Like this sucks compared to the other ones. Like that's so bad. So,
I'm looking at. I haven't played the actual thing myself. I'm looking at the preview they posted on as like boons for Portalcraft. Puppets gain Bane, evolve a follower for white and black Psalm, and Ramia's is artifact followers evolve automatically. Who asked? You think you guys are helping?
No, but the boss boon, like the portal boon for Imari, is so broken. She has whenever you play a spell, if you haven't unlocked Super Evolve, put buddies into your hand. And if you have unlocked Super Evolve, you just summon it. You don't even need the Imari up. She just gets buddies. She just gets infinite buddies. Cool. Yeah. And then the Unke one is significantly worse, where she's like at the end of your turn, generate a coin. And if you play 4 coins, and it's like I don't remember it exactly, but it's like so convoluted and so bad, where it's like if you play 4 coins while Super Evolve is unlocked, reduce the cost of a card in your hand by 1 or something. It's like, why'd they do Unke so dirty compared to Imari's boon? It's so funny.
I won't spoil it.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it, but one of the chump bosses is broken good.
Yeah.
They have an effect that just gives stats to everything every time they play a particular kind of card, and it's broken.
Oh no, that's an Odyssey boss. That's an Odyssey enemy, to be fair. But like, yeah.
It's not a Mario or Unke. And I'd say they are the hardest.
Even the first round Odyssey enemy is annoying because it's literally just made to chip your health as much as possible. The Battle Door Maiden.
Oh
yeah, it's crazy. The Odyssey bosses are actually a threat if you're planning to do a full Odyssey run. In my first run, I was running a deck with no healing, so I did the Odyssey match first, and then I got down to like 2 defense, and I was like, oh god, I cannot be fighting the Odyssey for the next one. So I had to play the jobbers instead just to beat my run. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Because your defense carries over between
your defense
matches,
carries over, except that at the end of the game you heal 3, so you do heal a bit back. But if they knock you down to 2 health, that's tough, because then you start the next fight at 5 health, and you're like, okay, I just die.
Wow, vengeance mentioned.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's why the best decks in this format are ones that can heal, I think, because. For example, like I said, if you just play Evo Dragon, like they can't really do anything to you, and you just win every single time.
Yeah, you want to be playing a high endurance type deck.
Yeah, like you play Neptune, and then you're just like, okay, well, because here's another thing that I want to mention about this mode. I'm like really excited because I just really like this mode. It's so good, and I really hope that they expand on it. But another thing that they do is the AI in this mode has been really adjusted from how it was in Chain Battle. Taco, now even if they're on the losing like side, and they're like gonna die like in the turn or 2, they will just like straight up go face at you instead, just to whittle your health down for the next fight.
They don't care. They just want to. They just want you dead.
They at some point in the game, in the match, at some point in the match, they like if you have them on the ropes, they stop focusing on trying to survive, and they just start focusing on trying to whittle you down for your next match. It's so cool.
Yeah, the AI opponent acknowledges that there's no hope, so they're just trying to drag you down as much as they can. That's so mean, but that's so great.
Cool. I love it. Yeah, it's so good. Like, for example, the first opponent, the Battle Door Maiden, this is a mild spoiler for the first opponent, the Odyssey one. Her thing is whenever you play a pixie, it deals 1 damage to the enemy. So then she'll just like play a bajillion fairies and make them all go face. And then with Battledore, who also does the same thing, it doubles up. So it just burns you like 8 in a turn, and just trying to kill you as fast as possible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. Again, the only criticism I have is that there's only 8 total, I guess, enemies. The 6 jobbers, which are 3 regular, 3 Odyssey, and then the 2 bosses, Unkei and Imari. And you can kind of consider Unkei to be the regular and Imari to be the Odyssey boss, I think. So, yeah. Also, guys, if you haven't fought one or the other, like if you only fought Imari or you only fought Unkei, you can just concede runs by clicking on the details button, and then you can just concede the run and then just go back in. There's no cost to doing a run, so it doesn't matter if you just want to experience all the content. So, yeah, so there you go. Now, I did make a tweet about this, Tonko, where I was like, I hope they expand this and make it into a full mode and, you know, add enemies and maybe even make it a permanent mode. And then I thought back again and I was like, wait a minute, if they do that, this game might get Runeterra'd and we might get EOS, so maybe we don't.
I mean, like, I don't know how Hearthstone monetizes Battlegrounds, but Battlegrounds killed Ranked for a while.
Yeah.
Like,
Context. So what?
Better game modes than
true.
Ranked.
Yeah. So with these alt modes, the alt modes were just so good that people didn't want to play the actual normal ranked content.
So in Runeterra, they released this thing called Path of Champions, which is similar to Chain Battle / Dungeon Crawl, but it's actually even better than either of them because it's like a full like map that you can, you know, choose your route, and then like the bosses are genuinely really, really hard. And then Path of Champions was so good, and they revealed in a development note when they announced they were killing PvP, they were like, Path of Champions literally has 80% of our player base at all times. There's no point in us developing PvP anymore.
Crazy.
And I was like, oh. But also somebody replied with a very good point. Runeterra didn't know how to monetize their game at all, and Shadowverse does not have that problem, so it should be fine. So
you could argue that Shadowverse has too much modded.
They're too good at it. Yeah. I think if they did make this a permanent mode and they expanded on it, I would not be upset at all. The only thing is that how would they monetize it, I guess? Like maybe just like cosmetics that are exclusive to Dungeon Crawl. I don't know. Similar to how Battlegrounds is it in Hearthstone, I guess. But,
yeah, I think not having as a permanent game mode and just have it come back with each other season is a good way to keep it fresh and look forward to it.
Yeah, but the only thing about that is that what I fear in that case is that they'll just swap out the opponents, but then that just means your runs they won't be increasing the variance of your runs. Because right now, the opponents are all fixed. And if they do it again, I just worry that the opponents are going to be all fixed again rather than just they're adding guys.
I'd like them to... this might be putting too much hope on the devs. I can't be too positive in this podcast, but I would like to hope that if they're presumably, I'm assuming that the first 2 are like generic jobbers, as in it's not themed around a specific expansion. Like they're not omens, they're not.
No. Even the jobbers in this mode are archetypal. Like for example, like you fight them and they're terrible, but the amphibious toad is a coin deck. So
yeah, but it's not like. It's not specific like, oh, you have to run this character in a fortune event. No. If they're generic enough, then if they could just like make 3 new ones and cycle between a pool of all 6 and then keep going from there and just build up variety that way.
Could be cool.
That'd be cool, but that's putting a bit too much faith, and I can't have that.
We'll see. I would be totally fine either way. Like if this became a permanent mode, I'd be really happy. If it became an event that they run, maybe I mean, one thing that's really encouraging already, Tonko, is that previously Chain Battle was only run alongside collabs. This is run specifically outside of a collab, meaning that they can rerun it whenever they want, which is pretty cool.
Or on the other side, it might be that we only get these in collab expansions when it's a case of you have the collab in one half and then the thing on the other half. I hope that's not, because like who knows how frequently we're going to see collabs, to be able to do that.
One thing that they could do, right, is just whenever it's second month, then they run this. Because second month people drop off anyway. So,
Well, I mean, we don't get battle pass points from it, and that's kind of what people are starving for in second month. So taking away more time from actually getting those battle pass points is a bit of a negative.
Oh, but you can get actually, are we getting chest event?
We don't get chest events in the second month. We've never gotten a chest event in the second month. The only supplementary battle pass points we get in the second month is the GP.
I forgot. Did we have chest event in Freewin?
Yes, we did. We had a free-run chest event.
Yeah. We did. It gave you the.
We get the Grand Prix.
It gave you the other elf crouching over a plant. Remember? Yeah.
You're gonna get a Grand Prix at the end. I did not play Grand Prix at all for free, and I didn't care for the series.
No!
Well, there's an easy fix to that.
Also gonna be Amari.
There's an easy fix to that. They just got to add battle point missions into this mode, and then we're good.
I agree. They should do that. Yeah. They should do that.
Anyway, yeah, a good palate cleanser from the last episode. I generally have pretty much nothing negative to say about this. This is really good. So keep at it.
The only gripe I have is that like, oh yeah, the balance patch was lame, and a lot of people were really down in the dumps that this meta is not gonna change, although this meta is already stale. Nothing's gonna change. Who cares? Who asked about Aria? But you know what? Why would you play ranked when you could just play the
dungeon crawl?
Dungeon instead. The dungeon crawl instead.
Dude, I was literally feeling the same exact way. You know that meme where it's like you're like sitting there, the stick man sitting at the computer, and he's like, "There's no hope." And the door opens and it's dungeon crawl. And I'm like, OMG, dungeon crawl. Hi. Yeah, and it's it fixed it. This mode fixed it. All right. Well, I mean that's the whole episode. It's time for the letters segment, folks. We take your comment from the previous episode. I'll go first. I don't have the exact comment up right here, but regarding the fact that it's a quite controversial episode, I want to say a really nice feedback of people who are like, agreeing and like, giving us props that we're calling it out, especially like even from pretty notable faces. Like I think Artist21 commented, and he was, a World Grand Prix player, saying that as he was also an artist, and he's like, yeah, this sucks. So yeah, genuinely, it's good that there's some pushback to it, and hopefully that carries forward. What about you guys?
I found my comment from Deshtom. Kalen was being more of a gremlin than usual this episode. With that, his avatar was up to 10 out of 10 content. I hope it gets worse.
Yeah.
And I will say, on the note of the letter from the last podcast, I did actually received tickets from a friend ticket after I talked about Night Rain. They came through. I tried to turn it down. I couldn't.
Dude,
you are.
So yeah, for talking about Night Rain last episode, I got 10 packs.
You piece. You piece. I hate this guy. All right, Tonka, what about you? You get a letter?
I don't know if I got a letter, but I had a prompt, just like a question. Just a more traditional question of the week of what would be which class would get the first AI generated card, and Andrew said Protocraft obviously gets a weird AI generated character. We already have you. Any art with that character has them AI generated, but only that character. Wait. Oh, is he saying like? What if not Yudi, but like
we get like an original character that it's the only card in the whole game that's AI generated, and it's part of the really lore.
Yeah, actually, that would be. I wouldn't exactly condone it necessarily, but it would be a funny way to do it. You just have one or two characters that just their entire character.
At least that character would be like AI the containment zone for it, I guess. Oh god, we live in hell, so might as well. Well, that's it for this episode. Leave your letters in the comments below. How are you feeling about Dungeon Crawl and any other questions you might have for me, Kalen, or Tonko? You can find Tonko over at Such Patonko on YouTube and Twitch, and maybe he'll actually open memberships this time. That'd be cool. You can find Lord Kalen.
You can. Yeah. We'll see membership. We'll check back with me in another 8 years or so.
This is only the beginning, is what you're saying. This is phase 1 of the Tonko creator arc. One day he'll actually be able to make money off of this. Would be nice.
One day I'll actually try.
And then we also got Lord Kalen. You can find him at Lord Kalen /Kalen Swan on places. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention what you are, Kalen. You're the Reddit mod, and you moderate the R Shadowverse Discord as well.
It doesn't matter who I am. Just that I turn up.
People are like,
you will find my summon sign worshipping the Lord Cthulhu in the Terrarian lands.
Nice. Your favorite game, Pal World, is in Terraria now.
No.
Your favorite game, Pal World, is getting a TCG.
Yippee! Oh, okay. I know this is the end of the episode, but Tonko, I just want to say something real quick. Really, really funny that the official Pocket Pair YouTube channel and Twitter did not mention the TCG at all. It's like they don't care at all, bro.
Really?
So funny.
How embarrassing.
I think it's
Not even
because
a
okay,
retweet?
to be fair, I think it is because they made a new account for those things. And fair enough. But the
Okay.
fact that they didn't mention it on their main is crazy to me. Like
Yeah,
that's a
even
bit
if
of a
you
blind
have,
spot.
even if they make a separate account, they should be retweeting that shit or like signal boosting
pretty funny,
towards the
man.
new. That's crazy.
I think they posted about it on their Discord, and then they didn't actually make a video about it on there. And it's so funny to the timing because on the Pal World YouTube channel, they also published a video talking about the future of Pal World and their 1.0 roadmap, and they didn't mention the TCG in that thing.
That's crazy.
And I'm not even a Pal World hater. I think Pal World's a fun game,
I mean,
and I will try out
I'm
the
not
TCG. But like, come on, that's a blind spot, bro. That's a blind spot. Yeah.
I'm not a Power World hater, but I am a Bushy World hater.
Oh,
So
all right. Well,
This
before
does
we
not
get
surprise
too spicy, let's just end the episode. Bye. See you next week.
Bye.